the 25. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion is Grant. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Black shot.
2nd and 6. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Falcons take over first down team at their own 25 yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 2. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Back to throw again. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times do we talk with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 25 yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to throw now on first down. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second down and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
One of the most hyped, talked about prospects that enter the league at tight end. Kyle Pitts certainly delivered and probably exceeded expectations as a rookie. Hit 1,000 yards and ranked 3rd among tight ends and 2nd.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And again, it's Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Yellow.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Watch out now.
They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
71 yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on second and 10, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Come on, 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Let's go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Falcons 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line.
43 rail. Drill 52. Snap, red. Ready.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And some room to maneuver. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Back to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. They've got his man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
2nd and 3. That's complete right around the 8. And the Falcons are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
He'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
And Chubb trying the middle here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They run it again with Chubb, and a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
And cycle.
A big loss on the play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throws right back to London. Complete again. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
That's another Falcon.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson from 13 yards out. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Johnson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Yellow.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Shot. 17. Black ultra. Snap. Red.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They held the offense exactly.